Hello, Bunny. 嗨 ，Hello， 大家好。今天是周日啊，我受到那个William袁总的邀请呢，今天来到了这个Defender 啊 Land Rover 的这个盛会啊。今天主要是可以跟他们一起学习一下每辆车是如何越野啊，看一下每款大概他们的这个性能是怎么样的，有专业的这个老师啊，专业的 instructor 来为我们讲解啊。今天是一个非常有意思的活动啊，非常期待。我们开始吧。
We're going to be looking after you today, along with the downforce team who are taking the first victims, drivers for a go on the Hokido, which is our neighbouring property. Have you run through a little bit about the place and everything else already? Okay. I won't delve into it too much, but it's always sunny in Cleveton, as you can see here. But yeah, my family, we've had Boomrock down in Wellington for 28 years, as Joel may have said, and we've had the farm for 127 years. And about sort of 7 years ago, I came back from overseas, and my uncle and I said we should do one in Auckland. There's nothing quite like it. We did have another Heineken at that point, and he said, no, you can. So being the fall or not, we've set up the bunkers where we are today. We've got 3 venues on site. We do anywhere from 5 guests up to about 50 or 60 down here for drive days like this with Archibald and Shorter. Stag do yesterday, a conference the day before, car launches again with various brands, but mainly with our good friends. And basically just fun days out. So this is our experience venue. We can do anything from fly your own helicopter to claybird shooting to archery to axe throwing to whiskey tasting to a wine challenge to a digger challenge. I think you get the gist. We like to have a bit of fun, and this is one of the venues to do it. Drinks, waters, filtered, still sparkling, juices, cokes, all of that sort of thing, just down here. Bathrooms, there are 3 of them here, one on the left, 2 on the right. There is Wi-Fi down here. You shouldn't be doing any work on a Sunday, hope. But the password is, you'll only find one username, because there's not many other people out here. And we beam it off a hill to there, it's very complicated. But the password is Kauri Bay, capital K, capital B, no spaces. There is limited cell phone coverage. Spark tends to be a little bit better coverage. But if you do need to make an emergency phone call, let me know and we can take you to the top of a hill, stand on one leg, and we'll be all okay. I mean, like, looking at the numbers wise, we've got probably just I'm gonna make sure I keep your groups together. I do that to the best of my ability.
Husbands?
So that's quite interesting. He's standing over there.
We escape first.
We'll turn around. Yeah. Sorry, hang on.
And see, this is why it's a competition. It's fantastic.
This one is no drinking first.
He's like, I want to go shooting first. So I'll split you up into a couple of groups. We'll keep our scores. Look, there is a QR code at the entrance there as well. It's a lot easier for me to speak without a mask on. It's not compulsory by any means for you to wear them. We try and do whatever we can to look after you as well. You'll find hand sanitizer everywhere. I should have got into that business. But look, we want to make sure that you're all well. And we should probably just celebrate the end of 2 years of... So let's enjoy that on the sun, have a bit of fun. Put some music on as well. If you don't like music, please feel free to pair your own phone up to it, and then I can critique that. Look, we'll have a bit of fun. Did the husbands even want to get up there? Hey, look, I'm not getting in trouble over here.
It's going to be a long day otherwise.
It's going to be a long day. Smart move. Smart move.
Hey, look!
One smart, one not.
目前我们现在到达了这个 A 点哈，这边有两个点。A 点呢，这边我们是玩2个活动，一个活动呢就是我身后的这个 digger， 这个 digger 呢，他们是为了就是把 digger 上面挂了一个橄榄球，放到不同的篮子里，谁放的速度最快呢，谁就可以获胜，得到奖品啊。然后第2个活动呢是在这边。这边有一个就是打靶吧，算是给你看一下，能不能看到哈？这边那个这里呢，它是这个活动呢，我还没有听它的这个规则哈，等一下过去看。
Yeah, look, come on, big kid. Come on, big kid.
You got your mama's sunshine, you got your daddy's rain. You're like a piece of heaven in a hurricane, and it's bubbling over like sweet champagne. You got your mama's sunshine, you got your daddy's rain. All day long, right or wrong, you question everything. Why the grass is green, can I stay up late, and why do the bluebirds sing? Sometimes you cry your big blue eyes for no discernible reason. Your point of view, it comes and goes like the changing of the seasons. You got your mama's sunshine, you got your daddy's rain. You're like a piece of heaven in a hurricane, it's bubbling over like sweet champagne. You got your mama's sunshine, you got your daddy's rain. You act just like your father, yeah, you laugh at your own jokes. Pleased with your opinions, girl, you want the world to know.
All shooting fields, all of our fields replicate the flight of a bird. Where we are shooting today, hence the sign behind you, is pheasant. What that means is what we're going to be shooting are kind of high flying birds coming out of bushes coming towards us, and a couple that kind of replicate a spooked bird flying across. When I say birds, I do mean clay birds, they're not real birds. You don't have to shoot some birds to get your lunch, we will feed you at the end of the day, no matter how badly you shoot. Has anyone shot before? Yep. Perfect, you can go first. Any of us left-handers? Perfect, you can head off. I'm joking. I'm a left-handed too. All the best shooters will shoot on the left-hand side. I might be biased again. Right, so just before we get into it, I do have a couple safety rules. The first one is when we're standing up here and we're not ready to shoot, we just keep our fingers off the trigger. I know that sounds self-explanatory, but I have had people standing here before chatting away and bang, they do the weed eating for me very quickly. So we just sit our finger up on the top there and you'll make sure that that won't happen. The other thing is these stands are here for a purpose, not just to look cool. They are there for when we finally hit said clay and we swing around to celebrate. The gun doesn't follow us around. Half you guys end up diving on the ground, someone's running up the hill and someone's standing up here looking pretty sheepish, alright? So as long as we remember that, it'll be sweet. What we want to do when it comes to setting up, we want to start with our stance. We want a nice wide stance, about a shoulder width apart. We want to lean forward on the stand. Butt of the shotgun sits into our shoulder, right? It's not out here on our bicep. It's not up here on our collarbone. If you kind of lift your elbow out like a chicken wing, you'll feel there's a nice little crevice that it sits into. Right? We're not up here. It's not a bazooka. We're also not Rambo of AK-47s shooting from the hip today, alright? Claybird shooters. It's going to sit here nicely. Next step, this cheek is going to sit on the butt of the shotgun. What that means is your eyes looking down the barrel. When you jump up here, you'll see that there's a coloured bead. That's what we're looking at. A lot of people ask, do you have one eye open, do you have both eyes open when you shoot? It's honestly personal preference. I close one of my eyes. I will give some advice. Keep at least one eye open. You laugh, you'll be surprised the amount of people that close their eyes when they're shooting. If you want to increase your chances, keep at least one eye open. Our final step, this hand's going to come forward, and what we're going to do is we're going to lean into it. The reason we do that, it is a shotgun at the end of the day. I'd be silly to say they don't have any kick. And if we're standing there with our feet together and we're leaning back, you might end up in the tub, right? Great thing about these is they have a breeder product called a kickoff. What that means is inside this stock there's a spring, and what it does is it takes about 70% of the recoil from stay and over and under out, right? So they're nice and light and they don't blow your shoulder to bits. The real question, what are we going to be shooting at? That's what everyone's wondering. So if we all take a step forward, I don't want anyone having the excuse that I didn't see what I was meant to shoot. We look at this big tree right in front of us. We need to look just to the right hand side of it. Oh. We all saw that?
You missed.
Yeah.
I didn't shoot it, but yes, I did miss. Hopefully I won't miss when I take a shoot at it, and then it'll be very embarrassing, and then you can say that. What we're going to do is we're going to shoot 5 of those. Like I said, you're going to be scored. Each of them are going to be worth 1 point each. Right? Then what we're going to do, we're going to move over to the right. See the dead tree? It's got a branch that kicks out to the left.
Oh,
Yeah.
Over there.
You see it?
这车是
You missed
飞
it.
盘是吧？哦，
What we're going to do, we're going to shoot 3 of those. I personally think that one's a little bit trickier. What I'm going to do, make it a little bit more interesting, I'll make those double points. So you miss your first 5. Don't worry about it. Hit a couple of those, you've redeemed your score. What we're going to do then, we're going to move over to the left-hand side.
Yeah.
Coming out, coming across. And shoot 2 of those. Looking at the score sheet, they were definitely the hardest ones. Following what I've made on the other scores, I'm going to make those triple points.
triple point，这种更难，这种就特快，太快了。
They get exactly what you
正前方的会好，
Playing
简
fields
单。
are even. So what that means is you will have a total of
6 point，
I think I'll work it out, I'll tell you what the total score is. I couldn't even bother.
哦，用打5枪。
What
Just a warm summer breeze blowing softly, and a swing on the porch of our home. Just a warm hand to hold,
Here it comes.
and a story being told. These little things mean
Another
country
one.
to
Work,
me.
Tracker. Nice work.
Just
Here we
a
go.
not this one.
Not this one, that's all good. Jump on up. The first one's going to be coming towards. I didn't catch your name.
Julia.
Julia, lovely to meet you. And who do we got here? What's your name, mate?
Michael.
Michael?
Yeah.
Perfect. Here we go, mate. First one's coming straight down the middle. Ready?
Yep.
Good lads. Here we go. Up the top. Ha ha! He doesn't even need to see it to hit it. Good start. And again. 2 from 2. Third one's coming now. Just over the top. Lucky. You got one more shot. Good try. We respect the attempt. Whoa. You're just kind of poking at it, right? And swinging through. It's alright. 2 points to start.
That, him,
He's coming for you, William. He's coming for your score.
No, just ready.
Oh, he's coming for you, William.
yeah.
Rightio. Take these on. Over to the right. You ready?
Yep.
Here we go. Nice shot. And again.
Whoa!
Awesome.
Nice.
And again.
Oh, again.
Whoa!
Over to the left. Ready? Here we go. Just behind it.
Wow.
Oh, unlucky. 2, 4, 6, 8.
Wow!
That's some good shooting. Lucky last.
I don't call as often as I should. Probably not as often as I said I would. But don't you be thinking that I don't miss you too, 'cause I do. It'll always be home. I don't see you as often as I'd like to. My life has taken me away from you, but you're always in my thoughts. I don't say as often as I ought to, but I'm out here trying to make it on my own. Well, all I am is what you made for me, a result of the lessons that taught me how to be. Oh, that I could, without the doubt that I would, be standing here grateful for what I carry in my blood. I'm sure it's hard for you to understand.
Hello， 刚刚我们一起玩了2个游戏之后呢，打完枪之后呢，现在来体验那个Land Rover Defender 真正的越野啊！我们现在到达了一个 private farm 的一个 4-wheel drive park 啊，它这里只是针对 Land Rover 来这个独家的啊，其他的车来不了。
And what that does is see it's raising you up, bringing the car up. Yeah, just hit the X. Okay. And now what we want to do is find you. If you're going to hit the home button, corner, that's it. And then 4x4i. That's it. Okay. This and then okay. So this is a really good screen to watch, especially for the passenger.
Alright.
So what will happen is you've got 2 diff locks here, one in the middle, one across the back. Okay. It does it automatically when you're driving, but it's just really good to watch that. When they lock, it's telling you that it's locking the diff.
Yep.
And that's when it's having to transfer the power.
Yep.
Also, often the cars are so good nowadays, it keeps you really flat.
Yeah.
So when you're in the car, it will feel like you're not going over through anything. If you watch the wheels, it will show you how much they're going up and down as well. Okay?
Thank you.
它帮你都锁住了。你看这儿锁住，中锁、后锁都锁住了。然后你车的这个倾的角度，海拔。
就 four
对
drive。
你现在开的是什么？现在开的是什么
？Low range 那个 grass 和 snow 那个。
grass 跟 snow 的。OK。grass 跟 snow 那个防滑的 gravel。
Okay, guys, as we come through this gate here, there's been quite a lot of rain recently, and it's just washed out the left-hand side. There's a big exposed rock, so just stick to the right as you go through the gate, and then you'll avoid that exposed rock there. You can drive over it, but especially in the Range Rover with the lower profile tyres, so this is quite uncomfortable. So over to the right and making your way through. We've got our first little obstacle coming up around the corner.
You didn't want to go in the car?
No, I'm just helping my friends who's filming some.
Then drive up to the others. The brake fully off. Set. Straight wheel, yeah. Straight wheel to the green side and then right. Keep the suspension straight. Set.
Lovely.
Keep right. Right, that's it. Perfect. And then keep it just like that. Watch the angle on your screen. There we go. Perfect. That's it. Keep going. Good. Keep going. Awesome. And then slightly just all the way down right. Follow.
You didn't get me going like that, did you? I know. Probably.
Start to turn down to the right now.
Straight. Good. And towards me slightly. So left. That's it. Good. Keep going. Awesome. That's it. Okay. Now slightly to your right, downhill. That's it. What angle are you at? So turn right. That's it. Get down. That's it. Down. That's it. Good. And keep going slowly. Turn down. 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 That's it. Perfect. And then keep moving forward.
Yeah.
Ready? We've got 10 to go. That's it, keep going, keep going. Right, good. Down to the right. Right. Yep. Further right. A little more to the right. Heading down the hill. What have you got there? 30, that's good. That's about the limit. Nice work. Keep going, and now turning out to the right. Beautiful.
对啊，这就跟一个 camping， 一个 glamping， 对啊，一个豪华露营，一个那什么。Accelerating. The car.
Andrew, stop, Andrew.
这个3D 的还能转啊？前面呢？往前转，就差给你开了，我看挺有意思。
你想看哪？
它这个角度是怎么出来的？它应该你不可能在那儿支一个 camera 嘛，对吧？这不是很搞笑了吗？就，这肯定就是它这个图形啊。肯定是给你，就是说用电脑算出来的这么一个，哎，对，对。
现在的科技简直就是，
哎呀，就这种小树林特别好看，就它这个光打出来的那种效果，是，而且这种视频啊。
我操！老开这种路，技术开的好，先开这种他妈头都是晕的。
OK， 好了，我们现在回来了啊。那个今天圆满完成到达山顶，然后有一个非常新奇的事让我看到了啊。你看我这后边干嘛呢？
Alrighty, guys. Hey, thank you very much.
洗车，居然越野完了之后还给洗车，太夸张了。直接现在是什么？现在我们现在去吃饭，然后呢回来之后呢，他说就把车给洗干净了，这太夸张了，这个对。好了，我们现在又回到了这个之前玩这个游戏的这个地方啊。现在这边是可以就他这个员工啊给我们准备好吃的了啊，然后准备现在目前在这儿用餐啊。